So the plot thickens. I received an anonymous phone call today, and I got to tell you guys, I have been receiving tons and tons and tons of messages from people that know these contractors, that know how they operate. And I got an anonymous phone call today from somebody who wanted to remain anonymous, and they called from a private number. And they started giving us a lot of information. And I'll be honest with you, last Saturday, I thought I was just going to help one lady with one contractor, and I did not realize the Pandora's box that was being opened. This is like an onion. When you start peeling this off, it gets crazy. I did not know that these types of scams existed out there. Now that I've researched it and I've been looking at it, this is really common. If you do a Google search and you look for elder scams and things like that, contractor elder scams, what this anonymous person said today, and again, none of this is confirmed. This was all just information given to me by an anonymous person. But he said that they work in teams. He gave me 4 different business names that they work under. And he says that they drive around neighborhoods looking for wheelchair ramps and homes that obviously have elderly people living in them. And they will knock on the door and tell them stuff is wrong with their house. He says that they prey on elderly women especially, people who are sick. He told me about 2 different specific cases that I'm looking at researching right now. One was that a copper dome in Troy, Pennsylvania, it was a $300,000 job. Something about Judson's wheat mill. I don't know anything about it, but apparently that was a $900,000 basement job. He said that they scammed a grandmother and had to give the money back. So, I don't know if any of this is true. This was just the information that was given to me today. I was also told that these guys are on parole. It says here, to watch your back when you go there tomorrow at 2 o'clock. One of the guys just got out of prison and is on parole for murder. One of them is on parole for drug trafficking. So it's crazy because, like, here I did a video just thinking that this was about one contractor trying to scam one woman. And then I look on Google and I see that this is a really common thing that's happening all over the place. And now this is just becoming kind of a much bigger thing. And I think something needs to be done about this. And frankly, I think this feels like a turning point to me for my content. Like, I think this is probably something that I'm going to start digging into and doing a lot more of. When I went there last Saturday, I think the thing that got me the most was that when I met this woman, she reminded me of my own mother. And I was trying to imagine how I would feel if someone was doing this to my mom. And that's just kind of like where it all started for me. One of the questions I've been getting a lot, I didn't charge anybody a single dime for doing that inspection. When the financial advisor called me originally, I had quoted him what it would cost to do the inspection. And then after I learned about what was really happening, I didn't charge anybody a single dime. So all of this has been happening. I've been on the phone. Like, if you even knew how many people were calling and messaging me. And now I feel almost like a calling to try to help more people, because this is horrible. These are elderly people at the end of their lives. And if you could hear the voice of this woman and to know the turmoil and the stress and the fear and all the stuff she's been having to deal with, I mean, it absolutely breaks my heart. Thank you guys for being here. Tomorrow I'm going at 2 o'clock, and we're going to confront these guys, and we're going to go through their estimate. I'm going to shoot it as a TikTok live, and I'm going to record it as well, and we're going to release a video. So stay tuned.